Yo, 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 yo. What up, everybody? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah,
This
yeah.
guy's wild.
Come with it today, fellas. We needed that dub. Anyway, welcome to the SCD podcast.
What
Right
up,
now,
though?
you got your boy Big Mar back in the building. Long time no see, my brother.
What's going on?
And your boy LV. The rest of the guys will be here in a second. What's up, Mar? How you doing, man? I heard you moved and all that stuff. Everything good?
Yeah, everything's smooth, bro.
All right, man. The people been asking for you. They've been looking for you. Welcome back. Welcome back. What up, Zoe? What up? Brian Branch, that dude. Yes, he is. We'll get into that very, very soon. It's big news today. We had things we're going to talk about college football on the list, NFL on the list, but the biggest news of the day came about 1 Eastern time, depending on where you are, 12 o'clock. Uh, it's a big trade in the NBA. It was
Oh
breaking
yeah,
news.
for sure.
Damian Lillard, who we all heard for the last few years, he's got a
He
new
ain't
home.
going nowhere, but now he going somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. The one guy who say he was loyal to Portland, pick the money. I love the city. Decided that he's gone now. He asked for a trade, and we didn't think too much about it because, actually, in my opinion, it's like fatigue. KD wants to get traded. All these guys want to get traded, and sometimes it's irritating. I think Dane was a little bit more irritating because at first you want to stay, you love the city, you love what you do there, and then like you know what, I think he knew the time was running out. I think it's a
That
great
pick,
trade.
yeah, that scoop pick,
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
give something to
Like,
him.
all right, well, he's your replacement essentially. Eventually, you're not getting no younger. We have to build for our future.
Hmm.
Uh, you know, um, was it the place he wanted to go? I don't know. I think they both had to settle, and that was. I mean, we're in it working out. You're playing with the top five player in the league,
Yeah.
uh, when healthy. Uh, what's your take on it?
Um, I thought, you know, obviously, I feel like the Bucks are the biggest winner out of that. If you look into the details, they Portland got crazy picks off the Bucks. They got like an unprotected 2007, 2009 or something like that. No, I think it's like a swap in 2027 and a swap in 29 and then an unprotected in 28. So, I mean, they got a lot of draft capital coming up in the future for them. They got a young nucleus. I think that this trade made a bunch of sense for Portland, a bunch of sense for Dame. Like you said, he ain't getting no younger, and if he really wants a ring, like that's probably like the last thing he has left to do for his legacy, because his legacy is already out there. You know what I'm saying? One of the most clutch shooters there is. Um, he just need to get a ring and linking up with Giannis. They say looking at the bookings out there, sports books, they are already predicting them to be the highest favorite team to win the championship now because of this trade. So,
Yeah, I like it, but do you lose one of your best defenders at that too? Say which one about Drew Holiday. He is one of the best on ball defenders, and I think that's something that they can't replace. Uh, in my eyes. Now, what's up?
I don't think you worry about that because the offense that can be generated from their offensive unit is going to, I mean, who going to be able to stay up there with them? You got Dame on the perimeter going crazy shooting shots, and you
Yeah.
got Giannis at the rim all day now. How you going to, you know what I'm saying? Take your pick.
No, no. I still think there. I think at some point that's going to hurt with the on ball defense as far as the guard play go. But I mean, but like you said, you still got Giannis, you still got Dame. I mean, you make everything else work.
You can make it. I feel like you can definitely make everything else work. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Like they could possibly not be done with trading. They could probably go address that. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere down the line. You know what I'm saying? If you really feel like, hey, all right, our defense is lacking, we gotta go get somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I like it for both teams. I like it. I like what Portland did. They got younger. You add Aiden out there. Who you say one about Aiden? He was 18 points, 11 rebounds a game. Um, you know, I think this he wanted out of Phoenix, so to get him out of Phoenix, it may not have been the place he wanted to go to, but hey, different atmosphere. He's probably be one of the vocal points to that team for now until the young guys get uh get their NBA legs in and rookie legs in. So I like it for them. The other stuff I think was just throw-ins. That
Yeah.
third team to get in there, help make these two teams get better. Um, in my opinion.
How you feel?
Uh, what up, Vitrell? Hope I'm saying that right. Vitrell. What's up, Vitrell? Dame's a buster. I mean, yeah. And D Morris, man. Hey, man, chill, man. Hey, I got it last minute. It got some slack in it. I just threw it on. We just got our 2K, so I threw it on last minute, man. I'm trying to adjust it.
Dolly, why you say Dame a buster?
Oh, that's Dolly?
Yeah, it's Dolly.
Man, I didn't know who. I'm like Vitrell. Who's Vitrell? My bad, Dolly. It's my homie Dolly, man. The NBA expert of the crew.
Right. Savant, he thinks he
Savant.
is.
We definitely go to him with some of our NBA stuff. He definitely has his ear to the ground with that stuff. But yeah, D Morris, man, chill on the mask, bro. I mean, I just threw it together. Amazon's all they had, and they were selling out. They going. So he said, give me Detroit 14 and a half tonight. Okay, all right. Uh, uh, what up?
Oh.
What up, Doctor?
I'm laughing.
Hold on. What we got going on right now, man?
No, I'm laughing at your name. I'm laughing at the name.
It's fitting with the show because I know we got to talk about that boy Dame too,
Well,
man.
we just gave our thoughts on it. You can go ahead and give yours. How you feel about it?
Oh man, it's a big move for Milwaukee, man. I like when small market teams make a play like this. I feel like Dame and Giannis is a good duo. I think Dame definitely gonna get some buckets in Milwaukee, man. I think I honestly feel like they're top of the East with that move. Honestly, I feel like they'll be the number one seed coming out the East. Now, what they do in the playoffs is unknown, but hey, we'll see what happens. I like the duo.
I mean, that's basically what we said. Except for Dolly. Now, I mean, he didn't say there was fourth and fifth. That's still. I mean,
you don't think they is the top dogs in the East, and I mean, Vegas is saying they the top dogs in the whole league. So I don't understand Dolly on that one.
Sometimes that stuff do be overreaction because it's the hottest thing right now. So yeah, all right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put them up there because it's hot right now. It's a topic. People talking about it. People are like, oh yeah. I mean, we'll see it down the line, but I'm not mad at them. I mean, they both had to make a move. I think this is probably the best move for it. I mean, the fact they had to throw in a
They
third
definitely got
team.
the best return.
I mean, he was talking about trading since summertime. So I mean, early summer. So
The
that's
new
probably best case scenario for
What's
all
up
of
with
them.
the mask?
Hey man, we'll get to
Hey
that.
man, that's the Detroit way, man.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy CJ Gardner Johns. We'll get into that. We'll get into real quick, Nucho, your thoughts on Dame.
Oh man, I think it's a great move as far as for the Milwaukee Bucks. You picked up an all-star point guard that could push the ball, control the ball. He's not a two-way, so you might have some defensive issues, but for the Bucks, I think they won. As far as Portland go, I feel like they won too. I mean, you never get back the value that you gave away in the NBA. That's what I found out with trading these superstars. So we're taking in Ayton, even though I don't really care for Ayton, but he could be trade value. You could trade him off and get something else. So I feel like it's a win-win for every team.
All right. Kind of we all kind of said.
Yeah.
That was kind of the breaking news. The first thing we jumped off with before we get into what we had scheduled. So man, we go right into it, man. We go right into college football, man. It was some headlines. It was some eye openers. Especially if you're a Buffalo fan.
Where Brooks at?
Shout out to Buffalo Bill, man. Buffalo Brooks. Man.
Let me run that Randy Horton. Hey man, D Morris, man, he on us already, man. He got me in my mask. It was too
Hey,
small.
D Morris, man, where you been at, man? You been missing in action, bro. And you coming out here talking shit, bro. You need to calm down, man.
He got me early, man. I just
Respect it, man.
But yeah, Colorado, man. That game, I think we all watched it from the beginning. And I don't know if everybody stayed around to the end. I kind of faded away when I realized, oh, okay, this is what's happening. I mean, it's one game. I think the TCU game said a lot early, but I mean, at the end of the day, you playing against an 8th-year quarterback, man. Bo Nix, like he's been there since I've been in high school. I just know. I think we all knew Bo Nix for years, and the fact that he's out there, just doing. I was irritated by him. I just say that. I was irritated by him. You've been here 8 years. Good dub. I mean, they whooped him. I mean,
yeah, it was definitely an ass whooping. At the end of the day, and I think we can all agree on this. This doesn't take anything away from their season, man. I mean, it's a big team. We know Oregon like to put up points. I looked at Oregon offensive line. Within the first 1 minute of watching that game, I knew Colorado did not have a chance. But this doesn't take anything away from what Prime is doing or anything away that's going on at Colorado. Once again, that team was 1-11 last year. So it's still a dub, man. It's still a dub.
When he already go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I mean, like Lucho said, I mean, they're headed in the right direction, regardless of their loss that they took. That's all what it boiled down to. And Brooks just said it too. This is a one-win team last year. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't take away what they did early on in the season. I feel like, honestly, they needed to take an L like this, man. They need to go ahead and just kind of buckle down, settle back in. Prime going to get them boys back right, man. So they shouldn't be worried. You know what I'm saying? This is still, at the end of the day, it's a successful season for them boys. So,
yeah. And I like everything about Prime, man. Like even post game, you know what I'm saying? He told them boys, he said, it was a good old fashioned butt kicking, and he ain't take what my man said personally or the halftime speech and none of that.
You can't.
He just said, you know what? He said, if y'all gonna get me, y'all better get me now. This is as worse as I'm gonna be. And I love that statement. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows that he's missing those dogs, like you alluded to, on that O line and D line. That's the dogs he missing. Yeah. And once he get that straight next year, it's gonna then we gonna talk.
Right.
What they owe you, Mark?
Oh, they owe you in the comments.
Thank you, appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love, Lisa. Appreciate it.
Mark, they say you didn't believe, man.
No, I didn't believe that they was gonna win that game against Oregon. One of my buddies actually, he wanted to make a bet. He was a believer, and I told him, I said, look, man, Travis Hunter is hurt, bro. I said they're gonna lose by at least 13. Mark, like, I bet you straight up. I bet you the 20. I was like, all right, we'll bet the 20.
Wait, you cheered when Oregon won?
I didn't cheer. I got paid. But I ain't cheer. I mean, I ain't no fool out here.
There they go. All right. Oh Lord. All right. From that game, like I said, man. I mean, they're gonna have a tough season. Like you said, you go from one win season. You already won 2 or 3, so it's already a plus. These tough games gonna be tough. TCU should be looking at themselves in the mirror like, damn, we lost to the team like that. They should be that should be talked about.
Right.
But yeah, they got USC next week or this Saturday. So yeah. Another game, nail biter, man. This is where, and we'll talk about play calling and clock managing with some other teams later, but in this Ohio State Notre Dame game. I don't know if you all watched it. In the game, Notre Dame had 10 players on the field.
10.
They had a chance.
Yeah. Go
You
ahead.
get the player in, they say, nah, let it ride. So twice. You go back to back. And Ohio State still almost didn't score.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, this coach has the audacity to go off on Lou Holtz after the game. This man's 87 years old, and he's going off on him.
Yeah.
That's why people don't like Ohio State.
Yeah. I was definitely disappointed in how Notre Dame finished that game. They played so hard. And as we all know, Notre Dame really haven't been a talking football in a while. But I feel like that win probably would have put them up there. I did not notice the 10 men until somebody said something. And then when you see it, it's so blatantly there. Like there's a big gap missing where they're going to run the ball at. And they got it. It was hard, but they got it. But that Notre Dame coach, I don't think he's going to be there long. I didn't like his response back to when they asked him about it. But this was a game that Notre Dame should have used to get back on the map. They missed out on it, and Ohio State's undefeated and probably will be in the playoffs again. So,
yeah, that was just crazy. I mean, to have it happen in back-to-back plays
right.
is wild. That's just wild. I mean, none of the players noticed. None of your coaches noticed. Like, what are we doing? I don't know, man. I ain't a big conspiracy theory type of guy, but that just seemed wild. A lot of people was just like, you know, in the betting world was like,
yeah.
And then when they forced the extra second back on the clock so they could kick the extra point,
Right.
it was just kind of like, I don't know, man. But
hey, and that could be another subject, Marv, but Vegas is definitely running college football right now. I've seen some tricky things. I've seen some people scoring. I've seen a lot of stuff. Vegas is running college football right now.
Something is going on, man.
Yeah.
More than NIL money in the game.
What's up, Robin? It's me. It ain't no intruder. It's me. It's just, repping my squad, call the police, show the compromise. Hey, man. That Notre Dame definitely should have won the game, man. Shout out to my homeboy CJ, man. He's diehard Notre Dame. He was talking to me for the game. He said, "V, we got this game." I said, "I believe in it." And then back to back, you had 10 players on the field.
Yeah.
And then Ohio State ran the opposite way where the less players were.
Right.
It was just blunders all over the place. But Ohio State pulls it off. Good dub for them. All right. Go to the NFL where everybody's been waiting on. And we're not gonna start with the one everybody start off all their conversations with. We're gonna go the opposite way, man. I know you guys are tired of hearing it. Shannon, Skip, Keyshawn, all of them. I know you're tired of hearing it, man. Let's start off with another team who's looking bad, man. What did we talked about it kind of last week. We didn't have a full squad here, so none of you guys are here. Shout out Joe for pulling up last week, helping us out.
Shout out
again, man. Looking worse. Now the defense is starting to get affected by the bad play on offense.
Right.
Now they're looking like a joke. All the hard knock curse real. Is that a thing?
I feel like no team that has done Hard Knocks has won a Super Bowl, but I believe someone has made the playoffs. So I don't know, but it's deeper than Hard Knocks right now, man. We got players arguing on the sideline. I looked, it was the second half. Zach Wilson only had 56 passing yards. Like, man, it's getting tough over there in New York. They need to make a move for that quarterback, man. Whether it's going to be Kirk Cousins or Matt Ryan, they need to go ahead and get another quarterback in there because Zach is not the answer. Zach is definitely not the answer, man.
I mean, the fact that he lost the locker room last year,
right?
They all had the Mike White t-shirts.
White shirts, right?
It lets you know where the team at, where they're at with him. And I blame the Jets organization for this because they had the opportunity to move on from him, keep Mike White, but they kept him instead, thinking that Rodgers was somehow going to coach him up or he could then pass the torch back to him. It's like that bridge was burnt last year, bro. And y'all crazy for thinking that it could ever work again.
Right.
Well, what's shocking to me is the first signing they get is Trevor Simeon. Um, I mean, hey man, say what you want. And I'm gonna be the first to say it.
Here we
Say what you
go.
want, man. Why not? Why not give him a chance? Why not?
Ooh,
Hey man,
ooh, ooh.
Because he's been out of the
Man,
league for 6+ years now.
why
That's
not
why.
give him a chance? So y'all believe in Trevor Simeon?
I ain't saying I believe in him, but I mean he's been in the league more recent.
he's more up to
If
date.
anything,
I get it, but I don't want Trevor nowhere near my team. Hey man, we need to go the Madden route. Get some speed out there. I say it. Get some speed. Hey, if you can't throw it, you can run. You see Richardson, you see Hurts. They getting out of dodge.
Right.
No, I don't know, man. It's now it's affecting the defense. They arguing with the offense, man. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And then that's it's, you're gonna lose that locker room. I like that coach, but something got to shake. And it's
Something gotta
unfortunate.
shake,
Even
man.
Rodgers stepped in and say, "Y'all need to stop acting like babies and quit calling each other out."
And the coach better get something to shake before you won't be here next year. You know how the NFL is.
He's the
Your
first
ass,
to go.
your ass to be gone real
Yeah.
quick.
But yeah, Cooper Rush is trade. I mean, it's something.
not
It's
trading
also what
Cooper
you're willing
Rush.
to give up, though.
Right.
It's also what you're willing to give up.
Right.
I think they will give Zach another week to stink it up. I
That's
mean,
all
'cause
they've
that's
been
what it
doing.
is. That was horrendous offense. And I mean, it's not like you don't have lack of weapons. It could be. I could see we have an average quarterback with no weapons. Look at CJ Stroud, man.
Well,
He's
yeah.
the way he's playing, man. I mean, you can see the heart. You can see the way he put the effort and time in. I'm not saying he's not putting the time. Maybe Zach is just not that guy.
And yeah, that's
Definitely
what
not the guy.
that's what it is, man. Because it's crazy because the way these quarterbacks come up now in high school, they do 7-on-7. It's passing offense, passing offense. Y'all do all this passing, get to the NFL, and it's like deer in headlights. Like, same thing with Justin Fields. Like, y'all been doing all this throwing. Then
Nobody.
y'all get to the NFL. Now y'all getting exposed. You can't read the defense. You can't make the right throw. But with what Mar said about Zach Wilson, when you draft a player number 2 overall, it's hard to cut him off and be like, man, just go to the wayside. Especially when you're
I
bringing
mean,
in a player like Aaron Rodgers. It's hard to, man. It's hard because it's like he number 2. Aaron Rodgers coming in, maybe he could
hey,
get him right.
49ers did it with no
Yeah.
heartbeat. 49ers said, "No, we don't need you, don't want you." Hey, it was easy. It's easy for some.
Gave away all type of picks. It was like, go back.
Dude, so they proved they got hard, and they
Yeah.
hard. See you. And they
Yeah.
traded up to get that guy and let him go.
Yeah, Zach Wilson is definitely looking like a backup for the rest of his career. Definitely.
I will say, I mean, don't get me wrong, he ain't been playing that well, but the play calling has been horrible too.
Yes,
I feel like they got 2 dogs at the running back position. Why they not using these running backs? You got Delvin Cook, you got Hall. Like, you're not running the ball. You got to help the young quarterback out, man. And they not doing that. So
Hey.
not only it fall on him, but it definitely fall on the coaching as well. I feel like.
That's why I say it's that organization, man. They over there fooling. There's no way that I think one of them games that they lost, they had a total less than 10 running plays. And you got Dalvin
last
Cook.
game.
I mean, that's criminal, bro. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Think about how Dalvin Cook feels right now. He thought he was coming into a great organization.
He came into a
My
shit
boy,
show.
I mean, they still only 1-2. So, I mean, they can right their wrongs, but
It's crazy because I feel like they
tough.
0-15 the way they're playing. That's what it seems like.
For real.
Goodness.
Do
Yeah.
they have
it's just-
a first round pick coming up?
I don't,
Anybody know?
I don't think so. I'm gonna have to check. I feel like with that rod, I'm gonna have to check. That's a good question.
I mean, I'll tank like a motherfucker and get Caleb Williams in there. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Man, but that defense is playing too good to say it's just this tank. I mean, that's a healthy defense.
Yeah.
That is true.
They just need a capable core. Where's Bridgewater, man? Bridgewater love to come over there and take the reins. You know, he can hold it down.
With us.
He can get you about 8 dubs. Easy.
Yeah.
You know,
I forgot he our
They
back.
signed Trevor Simeon.
Y'all talking about know the cap. J. Cole got his back. I'm around with J. Cole, man. Let's get him in here. So one mediocre team to just one to look flat out horrible, boy. Shout out. I don't know who to blame. It's Miami. We know the Miami defense has been good, but 70 points good. 350 passing yards, 300 running yards, 8 rushing touchdowns. What? What?
Right. Denver. Did Denver give up? Because I don't give. Hey, bro. I know Miami put up 70 points. A lot of them points came from them backups. Number 14 was throwing touchdowns. So I don't know, man. I feel like Denver, man. 70 points is wild, bro. Like
Mad
I've never
numbers.
seen that. I've never seen it in an NFL game. 50, 40, maybe 50, 60, 70.
It's tough doing on Madden. Now you doing it in real life. That's that's
That's
That
tough.
is wild. So what do we think about Sean Payton now?
Oh, he got
He should've
everything.
stayed his ass at
I
home.
love it. I love it because he's the one that said that what's that gonna be a bitch by now.
Who?
He said Tua would be a backup by now.
Oh wow.
They put that clip up.
Oh.
They
Oh yeah, yeah. McDaniel and them took that personal. They talked about that. Yeah, they definitely talked about that. That was personal. But Broncos got to get it together, man. Broncos got to get it together, man. Russell Wilson, hey, hasta la vista, brother. I mean,
They need to go on and wash their hands with that.
Hey, it's time to wash your hands with it, man. I mean, we can all agree Broncos would probably be drafting a quarterback in this next upcoming draft.
Not Broncos Nation, let's ride.
It's time.
They ain't rolled nowhere, Viz. They ain't rolled nowhere since he said that shit.
I mean, and we talked about this too. Miami on the other side of the ball has probably the fastest skill position in the game. When you talking about
running back,
Mustard, a chain, Waddle who's even hurt, Chosen, Tyreek. I mean, on Madden, those are all 97 speed plus players.
Yeah, yeah.
And they just had a field day, but 70 points. Go ahead, Mars. I'll take, man.
I mean, it's no reason in today's football that you should ever give up 70 points. At some point, you got to be like, okay, prevent something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just let somebody run it up like that. It speaks to the fact that the leadership on the team, the coach, you know what I'm saying, the captains of that team, they all trash now. Looking at all
captains. Who do you look to that team and say, "It ain't Russ"?
That's what I'm saying. Like, Russ is a trash leader. Obviously, I mean, he can't get the job done. He's been trash since he got there. Sean Payton and they defensive leaders, whoever, man, they trash. Like,
this is an instant take right here. Sean Payton's trash coaching that was Breeze all them years. We glad he failing over there. I mean, yeah. I mean, now you're looking back. Was he a prolific play caller? Was this Breeze? We all knew Breeze was good. But now he's looking like he was better than he was because, Payton. I mean, that was embarrassing.
Embarrassing. It definitely was embarrassing.
In fact, nobody's been fired yet. That's even worse.
Randy Gregory is still on the Broncos, right?
Yeah, but I think he hurt.
Will he have made a difference, John?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Who was he gonna catch? Now I see what you're saying though. We trying to just point out to anybody play.
I do want to say real quick though, on the positive note about that game though, you got to feel good for Tua, especially with all the things he went through last year, and then for him to be a part of this, there's a shout out to Tua, man. That's a good look, man, for real.
Yeah, Trill right about that. I know last year was at one point we were saying maybe Tua just needs to retire.
Yeah,
they've been keeping Tua up. He hasn't been taking no hits. Yeah. And Tua's looking like a top quarterback right now. He's looking like top 5. Tua's definitely looking top 5. I don't know if it's the weapons, the offense, but he's looking good every week.
Yeah. Now, while we on Miami, though, I got to bring something up. I was kicking it with the homie. And this here is the wildest take I've ever heard in my life. My man's told me he's a Dolphins fan. He said they need to get Tua up out of there and bring in Justin Fields. Because Justin Fields has the tools, and in that offense and that system, he would be electric.
No.
I said, bro, we got to get you on the show because that's the wildest take I've ever.
We don't need him on the show for that. We don't need that take.
Hey man, he got a good
You could have kept that
That
one.
would be that.
Nah, I would love to see Nucho go at him because you know how Nucho feel about Justin Fields. That's gonna be
Hey,
hilarious.
I actually agree with Nutra
How
on this.
I
There's
feel,
no
how
way.
I feel about it. I'm like,
No.
bro,
Don't bring
you
Justin
can't
Fields.
tell me a Ohio State quarterback that's successful, bro. I just don't
Yeah.
believe it. Like,
You
they
know
can't
what?
take a read.
What's special about Tua is that Tua is more accuracy than he is throwing power, but he's just making this offense work, man. He's making it work. I love it. I love it, man. Marvin's talking to a crackhead in the clip.
This man has a master's degree, successful in life, all that. Like,
he must have been watching
That's a horrible take, man. That's
Yeah,
horrible.
Marvin,
Y'all need to ride. Miami needs to ride with Tua,
they,
man.
they say that it's something in the water in Florida. He is a Florida native, but I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mar. Brooks, that wasn't nobody's take. Mar threw that out there.
That's Marv take. That's low key Marv take.
I'm gonna bring y'all the proof. Y'all know
I believe you, Marv. I
He
believe you,
wanted
Marv.
to see how everybody was gonna react.
I believe you, Marv. I believe you, Marv.
Now we would have been like, "Yeah, bro." He would have been like, "Yeah, that was really my
Hey,
take."
we're gonna do a phone conference, man. I'm gonna let him.
I'll play, but yeah, that's a bad take, man. Why?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's something good, why would you put Fields in that situation?
Right.
I do want to see Justin Fields go somewhere else, though. I ain't gonna lie. He needs to get out of Chicago immediately.
Yeah.
He needs to go to a.
I was blowing myself. I was like, "This is crazy."
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not mad at Sean Payton. I think we talked about this a little while ago about Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah.
I don't see him getting the ball. I don't know if it's Russ. I see Sutton getting the ball. I don't see Jeudy getting the ball. Maybe I don't watch a whole Broncos game. I definitely watch his whole game.
Yeah.
Has he been playing? I thought he was
playing. I know Reese.
Oh, no,
I
he
seen the
playing?
last game.
Yeah, 81 yards receiving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it got overlooked when you got 70 points on the other side.
Yeah. Judy definitely has been a disappointment so far in the league, man. From what I seen at Alabama, what I thought we was getting in the NFL, Judy's been a disappointment.
Yeah, I just knew something was off when he had that chain. Judy, a
Jew, right?
Yeah. Well, when I saw that, I knew. All right. The reason why I had this mask on, man, my boys, man, came out with a convincing win. I say convincing because I think there's a lot of hype around that Falcons team. I still like that Falcons team. I still think that
that playoff team.
Yeah. I think the time coming to develop, man. I like the quarterback. I think our defense not finally stepped up and way better than they did last week. Geno should never went off like he did last week. And I think they learned from that, and they went ahead and took care of business, man. It wasn't beat them down. It wasn't 70 points, but we took care of business at home. Bijan Robinson, he did as much as he could, but hey, man, Goff. I think him throwing that pick last week, he threw a pick this last game. I think that monkey was off his back because sometimes I hate some of them pregame interviews they show where they taped about him and the record, and he said, "Oh, I'm not thinking about it." I think those guys think about it.
Right.
And he threw that pick late. He threw another one this past week. All right, man, it's over. Don't worry about that. Let's just play football. The offense looked a little bit different than I like. We have a few more weeks for getting Jameson back, and can't wait. So we can set somebody here that's not a believer.
What you got to say, Nuko? What you got to say, Nuko?
I ain't got nothing to say, man. I know some real rookies that are showing out in Detroit, some real young players. That safety Branch, that was probably one of the best. If they could redraft again, I think he might go top 5. Safety that y'all got, I think he might go top 5. Shout out to Detroit, man. Detroit looks like a good NFL team. I'm not gonna say great, but I'm proud of y'all.
I'll take you.
I want to shout out y'all tight end too, man. Sam Laporta, man. He got me some good numbers in fantasy, so shout out to that boy, man.
Shout out to Detroit. Shout out to the organization. They drafting well. They head in the right direction, man. I mean, you can't be disappointed with what you're seeing right now. I'm not the biggest Jared Goff fan, but damn it, he holding the job now. He doing this thing. Aiden Hutchinson, man, he getting better just every week. Just every week he's getting better. But that Branch kid, y'all got something special with him. Y'all got something real special with him,
We
man.
got some good rookies on that team, man. We got like you said, the draft has been well the last 2-3
Y'all
years,
drafted well.
and you're starting to see it, man. Like you said, Barnes.
That's the interesting thing about Detroit's rookies. It's the later round, the third and fourth round draft picks are giving up first round value.
Yeah.
So they're going crazy right now. You know what I'm saying?
If I had one critique, man, give my boy Rodrigo some more minutes, man.
Rodrigo don't fit the system.
Hey, but you know what? Alex Anzalone makes some good. He's a good secure tackler. I like him. He's getting tackled. He tackles. You know, he's that. Everybody needs that one tackler, and he's
Paul Pelosny.
Yeah. AJ Hawks. Everybody needs some of those guys, man.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
good.
Yeah, no. I mean, the biggest thing for us, and Mara, we know all too well, is us getting our own way. I don't think we should have went to overtime last week. We should be 3-0. We're 2-1. We'll take it. We got tomorrow night against the Packers. It's a big test.
Jordan Love.
I think we're in Green Bay too. So
that's gonna be a good
game. Jordan Love. Nucho's been high on him this year. We'll see. It's be a good. Should be a good Thursday night game.
Detroit to get the dub, man. I think they'll get
know.
the dub. We'll talk about it when we make our picks. We'll talk about it.
He's yeah. Well, I mean, you know, it's Bijan. You know, hey, it's Bijan, man. I mean, oh yeah. 4-3, of course, yeah. The T Blitz, we call it the T Blitz. All right, man. Well,
get it out the way.
Yep. Come on.
I see y'all next week.
All right. There we go. Team man. It's just I don't know, man. We lose to the winners, Carlos. We all watched the game. I don't know. I think I'll get my take.
Quit smiling, man.
I'll get my take and get out the way. Let you guys go. I just think, like you said, you got punched in the mouth. I think and we talked about it too. A lot of making some of those guys over pursue.
Yeah.
And they just ran the ball early, and made you guys come back. And red zone continue to be another issue. Another week. We thought last week it was just okay. Well, 30-10, get the dub. A lot of field goals. We won 30-10, and it seemed like to bite you this week. So that's my take that you guys have. Well, Marv, you go first, and then we'll let them.
My biggest thing taken away from this is like, of course, now y'all got to defend against the so-called blueprint that's out here, for how to beat Dallas. And I guess like you just don't play into y'all strength. Like, there's no reason to go out there and play around with Parsons in that defensive rush. You know what I'm saying? Or y'all secondary. There's no reason to do that. So, if you can get out there and pound and grind, you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be how you beat Dallas Cowboys. But y'all was supposed to have the funniest thing about it was y'all was supposed to have some dogs in there that y'all went and got to shore up that middle. Y'all got Mozzie, y'all got what's my man name? The dude from Ohio State. He an old school player, but he's supposed to still have some tread left. You know what I'm saying? To clog up the middle.
Hankins.
Thank you. And I'm like, I ain't see it. So that's one thing. And then the other thing that was just mind blowing to me, and I would have guessed it, was Dobbs.
It'd have been too loud. It'd have been too loud.
Like, what's up with Dobbs, man?
No.
Like, how do you lose? How do you lose to this guy? Like, that's a terrible loss, in my opinion, on y'all resume. But I mean, y'all got some things to do out there for sure. Y'all got some things to do out there.
It's something about Arizona. I don't know what it is, bro. Like, for some reason, when we got to go to Arizona, we always come up short. I don't know what it is. We just cannot play in Arizona.
Every time.
like you said, Marv, the blueprint is out. The plan that teams are probably going to wind up start doing or game planning, they're going to start running at Michael Parsons. They couldn't stop the run. We couldn't stop the run, and we couldn't score when we got in the red zone. That's what it boiled down to. The play calling in the red zone is horrible. We can move the ball against anybody, but for some reason, when we get, within that 20, we in that red zone, we don't know what to do at that point. You know what I'm saying? And, we saw that the week before. We was in the red zone, 5-6 times? I think we went like 2 for 6 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Could have easily had 50, 60 points. We didn't do it. We came away with only 30 points. So the red zone play calling is horrible. Dak is going to Dak. We saw that the last play. You know what I'm saying? He threw that. I don't know what he saw. He just, bro, I don't know what Dak saw, man. He just gave it away, man. But, man, it's crazy, man. But I think they'll bounce back, man. Like I said, we too talented of a team to not bounce back. I think the defense will be okay. I'd like the adjustments that we did make, when losing Diggs. I feel like Bland played decent. But overall, man, it was just a horrible L, man. And like Zoe said, man, we needed to take that L, man, because we was on a high horse. Everybody in Dallas talking about, hey, Super Bowl this and the best defense and this and that and the third. And you saw what happened. We got our ass kicked by Dobbs, bro. Joshua Dobbs. You know what I'm saying? That's a horrible L. So I hope this week they come in, they go to practice and they realize that this L that they took, man, it was a pointless L, man. We should be 3-0, but we sitting at 2-1 right now. So
yeah, that the first or second play of the game was Dobbs running for like 40-some yards, and we never bounced back from that. We never my eyes opened wide, and maybe the Cowboys was feeling the same thing I was feeling because we just never bounced back from that. Once they figured out, they ran. It looked like the game plan that they picked is kind of how the Eagles play us. The Eagles do us the same way. They try to go at Parsons, or they try to get little plays to go towards Parsons. Yeah. So, like I said, I'm glad it's only week 3. It's something we can get out and something we can work on going forward. We know what the weakness is. But that's still, man, that was a bad loss. That was a bad loss for the Cowboys, man. The last time I felt that bad about a loss was when we went to New York and lost to Sam Darnold and the goddamn Jets. I don't know if you remember that trio, maybe like 4 years ago. That was a tough one. This one is right next to it. We went to Arizona. Dobbs ain't been there a month. Dobbs ain't been in Arizona a month, man. Stephon Gilmore looked like he was old and out of shape. Hollywood was doing his thing. Bland did do good, but they picked on Bland also. There was some miscommunication. There was a wide open catch in like the third or fourth quarter. The dude went about 40 yards. We just looked crazy, man. We looked crazy. The red zone was out of control. So, like I said, I'm glad that it's early on. If we could win now, they won't even talk about this game no more. This will be like water under the bridge. But if we lose to these Patriots on Sunday, oh hell. It's gonna be rough. So I'm glad that it's only week 3. We need to come back and set the tone back this Sunday. If we can set the tone back, I think we can get back on the right road and finish the season out strong. But yeah, I was disappointed. McCarthy, the play calling, the clock management, everything. I was definitely disappointed in my Cowboys, man. It hurt. It really did.
And it's gonna be real interesting. I know Viz, you finna say something, but I just want to point something out. And the market just pointed it out. Zeke gonna wake up for this game, and we already struggling with stopping the run, and then we going against Belichick. You put that blueprint out, the week before you play Belichick.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough. And then my thing too is, like Mara pointed it out, we went first round pick. You know what I'm saying? We drafted Mozzie Smith, but he hasn't done nothing for us at all. Like he has, I see him on the bench more than on the field. Like I don't know what the deal is with that, but you know what I'm saying? Like the whole goal was to shore up that run defense, and we got exposed. We're not stopping the run.
Meanwhile, what's that dude Carter over in Philly is looking.
He going crazy.
looking.
Jalen Carter
He's
looks
looking
he looks
good,
like Warren Sapp 2.0.
man.
Looking like Warren Sapp 2.0, man. I ain't gonna. Hey, Jalen Carter is probably a top 5 DT right now in the NFL. Right now.
Hey, and you got a lot of Detroit fans who are upset about that.
Yeah.
That was our pick.
Yeah.
We went away from him.
Yeah.
Like you said, man, that what was weird about you say he's a rookie, give him time. I mean, yeah. But that last drive, I think we was talking about it live when it was happening. The play calling, I don't know if it was getting in late, but it was a lot of clock going off in that last drive, knowing you was down by 2 possessions. You ran the ball, I think, twice and 3 times in a row. You got the first down. You get down to the goal line, and he threw that horrible pick, which I think it was rushed. And I think he eyed who was that he was throwing it to across the middle. He eyed him from the minute he said hike, he looked at that guy the whole time, and that made it easy for that.
It was Cooks, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
and I think y'all pointed out that they had 6 DBs out there. So at some point they were waiting for the pass, but the linebacker just jumped it from the get-go. He stepped back, and it was an easy pick for him. And I don't usually go off what people say on TV. The media cowboy haters who said y'all can go 0-3 possibly the next 3 games, but that Patriots game is going to be telling. Like if you like you said, you lose to them. After that, you got the 49ers. Then you got the Chargers. Two back-to-back pretty good teams. Well, Niners are who they are. Niners are a good team.
Right.
Chargers, but yeah. You need to come back with a statement game against those.
Need a big game. Need a big game.
And it's in where's that?
Dallas.
It's in Dallas.
It's in Dallas. Okay, so
I'll be at the tailgate. I'll be out there tailgating, going down.
Tailgate. Yeah. Need to do something. Give them some barbecue. Do something. Man, simply put, man, what do the Bears need to do, man? I mean, they brought DJ Moore over there to help the boy out. It's just all around bad looking football, and I tried to make a case for and we talked about it a little bit last week, man. Just helping your boy out a little bit with just short passing. Like Nucho was mad that preseason that you saw the screens, the running back screens. Why not? Why not get your quarterback off to that?
Get him in rhythm.
Give him in rhythm. I don't care if it's a screen, bubble screen, tight end screen, fullback screen, but they need to do something because, hey man, you got to make a decision in a year.
Justin Fields, I hate to say it, but he's going to be a lost cause, bro. I hate to say it. And the only reason why is because in the NFL, you got to either, as a quarterback, an NFL quarterback, you either create good habits or bad habits. And his habits are bad. It's coaching, but it's not all coaching. You can watch the film. He missing wide opens. Easy. Wide open seam routes and everything. They showed the stats showing that he holds the ball. He's like the second quarterback that holds the ball the longest. Pat Mahomes is number 1. Justin Fields is right behind him. But those are 2 completely different quarterbacks. We got an MVP on one end and a dude that's barely making it. I don't think it's really no saving Justin Fields, bro. I don't think it is. You can fire the coach. You can get another coach in there. It's not going to change Justin Fields. I just think maybe new scenery will be good for him, but he is who he is.
Maybe it's the offensive coordinator. Because looking at them games, they don't look like Vizzel said. You're not doing the things that you would commonly see coaches try to do to get that player going. You're not making it easy. You're not making them. You're not putting them in no rhythm, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So when you have that, I mean, and then also it's on Justin Fields too. Like you got to get better. Like Nucho been saying for how many years? What 60% accuracy. You know what I'm saying? So so I guess if it's one thing the Bears need, simply put, they just need to damn improve. Like, period. Like, they suck right now, man. And
Improve where? Where do you start with? Because before you
The
real quick,
front
before you go,
offices,
front office.
GM.
Yeah,
They need a complete overhaul. Like their franchise is done, bro. Like
yeah.
I mean they've been a
somebody said
shithole for too long, bro.
earlier that
They need a
Chicago
complete
was a waste.
overhaul at this point. I feel like the offensive coordinator's ass, the defensive coordinator's ass, quarterback coach. They need a whole complete overhaul, man. They really
Yeah.
do. And
Right.
Justin, and I feel like Fields, he needs. I feel like he needs coaching. He needs a
Yeah.
better coaching. I feel like he needs a better quarterback coach. He needs
Yeah.
somebody that's going to put him in position to succeed. And Chicago's not doing that. They're just wasting his talent.
Right. And what Trill piggybacking on what he's saying is this new NFL and all these quarterbacks are not built the same, man. You got your Peyton Mannings that could come in, start year one, and are gonna be great. But from get-go, when Justin Fields was drafted, everybody knew that he needed to sit. Everybody knew, like, he needs to sit. He needs to sit behind a quarterback, learn some things, take the Aaron Rodgers route, take the Jordan Love route, sit back and learn some things. Unfortunately, Chicago Bears also drafted Mitch Trubisky. Same thing. They threw him into the fire, didn't turn into anything. So I think these GMs need to start looking at what's going on, man. When you get these quarterbacks, groom them a little bit, man. Dak Prescott, a lot of people don't like him, but Dak Prescott came in off top. He's been playing decent ever since. But everybody's not built like that, man. So I wish that some of these GMs would give these quarterbacks a little chance to kind of understand the NFL game. It's different in college. A lot different, man.
It's a lot different. I mean, and Justin Fields' tools, everybody know he a run first quarterback, right? You put him on the field with no weapons in his rookie year.
Yeah.
What are you telling the defense? Okay, just load up the box and make sure he don't run and
Right.
he can't throw the ball.
And
Like, he don't got no weapons. Like,
Yeah.
that's just crazy to me, man. That goes to Trill's point. They organization is trash. They had and they just went with a pick.
Yeah, and that's how you create those bad habits for those young quarterbacks. Zach Wilson, he already seeing ghosts again. He fell down. There wasn't nobody even near him. He thought he was about to get hit. He was like, "Oh, it just dropped." That's how you create those bad habits for the quarterbacks, and it's hard to break those habits, man. It's hard when you get on that field. It's hard to break them. So
that's why I feel like you should get him comfortable with what he's used to doing. If he's a running quarterback, do what the coach is doing, Richardson. And man, run the ball if you got to run it. Just get this. Let's get the ball. Let's get moving. And he's running the ball. He's
getting hurt.
But I'm just saying. He looked better than where we predicted him to look coming out, thinking he wasn't a real good passer. But all right, what gets you there? Your ability is to run first. Do what you got to do. Get us first down. We'll figure the rest of it out later.
Right. Yeah. Back in the day, yeah. That's what you need to do, man.
I wish they would go back to that. But these franchises are spending too much money, and they're firing coaches way too quick. To sit a player long enough to get them. The Jordan Love sitting for years. You see him in Nucho. You saying you like him as a quarterback. He's sat for years. Aaron Rodgers sat for years. Let these guys sit, but you can't because so much money invested in these rookies now. Get them out there now. Get them out there. They're not ready. You're going from playing 21, 22-year-olds to now you're playing full-grown men who've been doing this for years, coming at you full speed. Yeah, I'll be seeing ghosts too.
Right.
Unless you just that guy.
Right. And you have your rare occasions, your Andrew Lucks, but everybody's not built like that. Right. Everybody's not built like that, man.
Even Peyton Manning was trash his first year.
Yeah.
All right, before we get our prediction, man, one more topic, man. Are we wrong about CJ Stroud? I know we were talking about earlier about Ohio State quarterbacks.
Who's wrong about what, Vince?
Well, the guy's patting himself on this shoulder right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was kind of on that bandwagon too. I was like, I don't know about him.
I'm still on that bandwagon. You can't take me off of it because of one game.
No, I'm not. But I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Are we wrong? Or is it too early to judge how we feel about CJ? Because even how bad as that team is, he looks good, okay to good. He looks competent. He look like if he had weapons and a good team around him, he'd be a good quarterback.
Man, I watched the video today on CJ Stroud, man. I'm a fan. I'm a fan now, man, because CJ Stroud, man, he did an interview. He was just talking about how blessed he is to be here. He's like, man, I'm just happy to be in the NFL. I'm happy I could play football. I love the city. I'm riding with CJ, man. I wasn't on the train, but he's a good kid. I like good kids. I like Kirk Cousins. I'm riding with CJ, man. I'm with him.
Oh man,
Kirk Cousins ain't no damn kid.
Oh,
That nigga down there
he
40
older,
years
he older
old.
than you.
He had to
I
get
like
plug in Kirk
CJ.
Cousins. We talking about CJ
I
Stroud.
like CJ, man. He really just liked the little things about life. He's like, man, I'm happy to smile, to
You ain't
breathe.
said nothing about nothing on the field yet.
Hey, if the field stuff will get there, man, he gonna get it right. But no, but the win
You
that
like
he
the
had,
spirit.
the win that he had against Jacksonville was great. That was good. That's a division game. Him and Trevor Lawrence, they're gonna be going at it for the next 5-6 years. That was a good win for him. That division, period, man. It's a lot of young star quarterbacks in there. With the Colts kid, Trevor Lawrence, CJ Stroud. Who else is over there? Yeah. But yeah, CJ, I'm team CJ, man.
Tannehill?
Tannehill. Forget Tannehill. The other three quarterbacks I like.
And I said it because in 3 games he's 78 for 121, 64% percentage, 900 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, 98 quarterback rating. He's been
What
sacked,
more do you want?
11 sacks, but that's just the offensive line is bad.
Yeah.
And you took his best weapon away from him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's going to be a breakout star, but I mean, he looking like the best rookie so far.
I like CJ. Yeah, and he even looked better than the guy that I picked. Bryce Young been hurt, man, but he'll get it together. Bryce Young he been hurt. Even Richardson's been hurt too. Is he coming? When's he coming back?
He practiced. He's still in protocol, but he practiced today, so
Okay.
we'll see how it is about tomorrow on Friday. But yeah, it's early. I mean, people been raving about him. Just what from me and Neutral was saying. I didn't think what was his best feature.
I like him now.
Not fast, but I mean he's just confident.
And you know what? And that's what I kind of like the most about him is that he's not Justin Fields. He can't rely on this 4.3 speed and run out. He just reads the defense, makes the right throw. I mean, he's creating good habits early. He's creating real good habits early. So
and
he'll be in the right direction.
You know who was one of his best targets is Nico Collins and who, Nucho?
Dale.
St. Dale, the dude you risked it all for.
St. Dale. I saw that touchdown. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Go ahead, Mar.
I was just gonna say, CJ Stroud seemed like he had something cooking with Nico and Dale.
Yeah.
We gotta show Dale some love too. I mean, being a rookie, they're targeting him a lot, and he's producing with the taking, making the most out of his targets. You know what I'm saying? He got 2 touchdowns early on, so he doing his thing, and he looked good on my fantasy squad. So shout out to them boys.
Yeah, because they're not running the ball well. They got 200 yards in 3 games. So I mean,
and shout out D'Amico Ryans.
No, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Good job, D'Amico.
Yeah, they're not looking as bad as we assumed that they would just be. But I mean,
no.
Big dub over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Trill, you got anything on this one for?
Yeah, I mean, I always was high on CJ. I think for him, he had to be on the field a couple games to get right. I think we're only going to see him go up from here. I feel like, and then it's funny because he's without Noah Brown. I feel like Noah Brown would be a good weapon for him.
Noah Brown.
Yeah, I said Noah Brown. Damn it, yes. He will be back this week, I believe, for them. And then he's also been playing without Dalton Schultz. They signed Dalton Schultz as well. So he's gonna he's gonna have a big body out there to throw to, a nice little safety valve. We know what Schultz can do. But yeah, it's only gonna go up from here. I feel like he is the best rookie quarterback so far, and I feel like when it's all said and done at the end of the year, he'll be the best rookie quarterback when it's all said and done. So shout out CJ, man.
So real quick, looking at this division is up for grabs.
Yeah,
I mean, CJ Stroud could possibly get these boys to the playoffs,
Yeah.
maybe.
they
Who
good.
who would y'all pick right now to win this division? Just
I'm
looking
still going
at it.
Jacksonville.
It's still early.
Early. That was a bad loss for Jacksonville.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
The offense looked way different from what we've seen. I don't know what's going on. Maybe we'll talk about that next week if we take another L.
Right.
But I'm still probably roll with Jacksonville. Tennessee lost another game. I don't understand. I don't understand what they're doing. You get. I'm not even gonna try to get to that.
Right.
Yeah, they held on to Tannehill way too long. Let the young boys play, man.
Yeah.
They should have traded Derrick Henry when the fire was hot for him.
Yeah.
Got some pieces, but yeah, I'm still on Jacksonville.
It was funny. I was watching that Tennessee and Cleveland game. They put two double blockers. They kept rotating them on each side to try to block Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett kept going to each side until the play clock ran out. Like, y'all some fools. Like, y'all some damn fools. Yeah, I don't think Tennessee gonna make the playoffs, but we'll see. We'll see. Who you pick, Marv?
I'm taking Jacksonville still.
Jacksonville, yeah.
You know, your favorite quarterback.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I still believe in him. Yeah. I think he's too seasoned right now, and that playoff run he had last year. I think he's just a higher tier right now.
Okay.
But them boys on his heel though. You know what I'm saying? He I'm pretty sure he's looking at it like I gotta stay on my A game because they coming.
Yeah, because that Richardson and Colts offense was rolling. They were definitely rolling. Yeah.
They coming, you know what I'm saying? And Indy got a good defense behind them too. They have for the last few years.
They beat Baltimore, right?
Yeah.
Regarding the Minshew.
Yeah, Indy win. They won. They beat Baltimore. We gotta talk about that Baltimore offense because I heard this on. I was talking. I was watching.
Trash.
On one of them. They got this offensive coordinator supposed to be
trash.
And it's the same offense.
Same offense. Jameis Winston running every 2 plays. I don't understand it.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. If he can't throw, why'd y'all give him all the money? If he can't throw, why'd y'all pay this dude like this, man? He is running every play, bro.
And OBJ was out, but I don't think he would have made a difference, man. The offense looked stale like it did the last few years. It's the run first offense. Run first with the quarterback.
You know how OBJ is. If he get the feeling like, hey, this offense is ass,
his daddy gonna make.
He's the type of player. He's not coming out. He's not suiting up. Like,
if the offense is trash, his daddy gonna drop another tape like he did with Baker Mayfield, throwing all the times Lamar Jackson missed him. But this offense, what Baltimore's doing, it's not gonna make it in.
No way.
This is not college football, man. You can't run your quarterback every other play like that, bro. And then the running backs are trash. They need a running back.
They have 15 of them at one point, but they can't keep the running backs healthy. They throw Gus Johnson, but he's more of a fullback than anything. Well, it's like Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards. He's more of a fullback than a running back. He get more touches than anybody else other than Lamar Jackson running the ball. Right. But yeah, I heard that this offensive coordinator is supposed to be this wizard, all trickery, and he's done nothing. Like it's the same.
Yeah.
It almost feels like Baltimore just not showing their hand right now. The way they be calling plays, a lot of times, I feel like
this is the NFL. This is not college week 1 through 3. Like you can't be vanilla like that. Like you gotta get these dubs,
especially against team. I mean, Gardner Minshew, he's been a starter before. He's a really good, capable backup quarterback. Yeah. You lose what 16-7 to the Colts. Like you couldn't get more than 16 points with that offense. It's supposed to be, I don't know. Very much on it.
Yeah, I want to see more from. I'm putting Lamar Jackson on the table, man. I want to see more from Lamar, man. I do.
You're seeing more runs.
Yeah, I'm tired of that. I want to see more from Lamar.
You were out here saying, "Give that man his money."
Man,
and you're not looking deserving right now,
Now,
bro.
real quick, I'm gonna jump back something to what D. Morris saying. I always thought Winston should have been a starter from the get go. He had that 130-30 season. They hold over. The guy is a good quarterback.
He is.
And the fact
They should have won the game. They missed the field goal. They should have won.
He should be the starter.
He drove them down there and they just missed the field goal.
What up, T?
Man, I just want to throw that out there. Yeah, what up, T? So yeah, we're gonna get to our predictions real quick. This another comment. They should trade for Derrick Henry. Oh,
yeah, I commented, nigga. But nah, I feel like that's who they should trade for, if anything. Especially if Tennessee keep going in the direction that they're going. You know what I'm saying? They should, possibly looking to trading for Derrick Henry.
But I think he would slow their offense down on what they want to do. What supposed they want to do. Supposed to be a fast-paced offense. He's a power back. I mean, he's fast. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, I don't know what they're trying to do. The offense is supposed to be different.
Derrick Henry in Baltimore I think that'll work. I mean, it would give me the vibes of like what was that running back? Jamal Lewis vibes, like a real power back.
Yeah,
I think they would know what to do with that.
Yeah.
Oh man! All right, we're gonna get into. Oh yeah, they are getting a new stadium here. Yeah, it's supposed to be a dome, supposedly. I mean, whatever. Week 4 predictions. We're gonna start with the tomorrow night game. We got the 2-1 Lions at the 2-1 Packers. I'm taking the Lions, of course.
I'm gonna go Detroit. It's
gonna be a fun game. Should be.
I'm going with Love, baby. Jordan Love, man. It's nothing against Detroit. It's just the fact that y'all play in Green Bay. And I like what Green Bay did last week, man. Down 17-0, came back and won at home. Green Bay, I believe, has won now 11 season home openers in a row. So I'm just gonna pick Green Bay. They at the house, so I think Jordan Love might be able to pull it off.
Yeah, but this ain't their home opener, and they ain't finna beat Detroit. I think this game is gonna mean a lot. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's going. All eyes are here. It's the game. It's the game for for the NFC North. And I just think we're gonna pull it out. I think our defense to go in there and shake up Jordan Love for sure.
Hey, I've been looking up there to see what that is. I was looking, trying to see what those. Y'all with the
Hey, what did you think?
I got those same drawings. I with the sipping paint, didn't y'all? Yeah, I got the same ones downstairs with the same cross legs.
Yeah, that's me and my basketball team, my AAU team in the middle. Yeah, man, that's it.
Some long shoes on the nigga. I think you got a size.
Hey, man.
And they got heavy with that sipping. Next we go to the
hoodie, man. It's a hoodie, man.
Oh, did you do yours? Trail on the Lions and Packers. I got lost. I'm
gonna go with the Lions. I think the Lions will win, man. I love what Jordan Love is doing, but I think when it's all said and done, man, I think Detroit will win that game. I feel like Detroit is actually a playoff team. They showed it last week against Atlanta, and I think they'll show it this week against Green Bay.
All right. 3-0 Dolphins at the 2-1 Bills should be a good game too. We'll see how. I don't expect to see 70 points again. At least I shouldn't. The Bills looking good last 2 weeks. After that first week, that first blunder, they look real good last 2 weeks. I'm gonna go with the Bills if you want to call it an upset or
not. This gonna seem like a bandwagon pick since I'm going with Miami, but I think Miami gonna want to get this game because of last year. You know what I'm saying? They were beat up pretty bad by the Bills, and I think they're gonna go out there and take this momentum that they got and get the job done against the Bills.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Buffalo, man. I just feel like coming off that 70-point win, Buffalo Bills ain't going for that, man. They got some pass rushers. They got some people in the secondary, and Josh Allen's been playing well since their week one game, man. And they're playing in Buffalo, so yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bills on this one, man.
I'm also going with Buffalo as well. I feel like Josh Allen has caught momentum. He's looking like the Josh Allen that we're accustomed to seeing. I feel like he'll eventually the Dolphins will come back to reality. They're not going to score no 70 points. So give me the Bills.
Why do you your background, man?
Hey, man, I'm gonna switch my shit.
He had to put him and wifey sipping.
Hold on, I got something for y'all. Wait a minute.
Well, like again, bro. Y'all got to say.
I'm at Marv House now, man.
Yeah, Marv House.
I'm at Marv crib.
We're just talking about the Ravens, man. We got the 2-1 Ravens at 2-1 Browns, man. Hey, Browns look good too the last few weeks. After that first, well, did it take week 1 L? Yeah, it was week 1 L. Yeah, the opener they lost 2-0. The defense has come alive. Watson just look like the guy they paid the money to. With that backup running back, I like him. Was no 24. I picked up my fantasy league. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Browns, man. I'm gonna keep the Browns rolling with that stale Ravens offense. I think they can keep Lamar in check enough. What up, Lauren? Anybody else?
I like the since the Ravens, we talked about this earlier. The Ravens offense looked broken until they show me something different. I think the Browns don't have no problem getting this dub against the Ravens if they offense gonna be that trash.
Yeah, give me the Browns at home, man. Give me the Browns at home.
Yeah, I'm going with the Browns also, man. I just feel like this Brown defense man, I think they kind of slept on. Not a lot of people talking about it. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Browns with this one, man.
All right, we got the the Buccaneers was rolling high last week, man. And then Baker Mayfield look like Baker Mayfield again. So we got 2-1 Buccaneers at 3-0 Eagles.
Bro, they play again.
They play again.
Y'all had to call me out like that. Hey man. That's why they're 2-1. That's why they're 2-1.
On to the next.
Skip that one. I'll come back to that one.
Let's go.
Let me see if I press the next one. Yeah, all right. This was good. This was good.
Hey, we live, you know.
One of 2 Patriots and 2-1 Cowboys. Y'all go ahead and discuss that while I had another game. I got Cowboys though.
It's gonna be tough, but I never like going against Belichick. I feel like he had mastermind, especially with quarterbacks like that. But I'm gonna go Cowboys, man. Y'all at home, man. Don't let me down.
Boy, we ain't worried about your ass, boy. Man, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Cowboys, man. But I have a prediction. Zeke will go for over 80 yards this game rushing. But give me the Cowboys. Shout out Zeke.
I'm going with Dallas also. I just feel like this is a must win. It is a trap game. It's going to be tough, but I'm gonna ride with Dallas, man. I'm going with Dallas. Must win.
Hold on, man. D-Moore, chill, bro.
Hey, D-Mo's a clown, bro.
Hey,
he's a clown.
We gotta get him on here, man. We keep saying that, man. Y'all gotta hook it up, man. Get the Saints fan in. Get the Saints fan in.
He be bullshitting, man. I ain't even talked to D-Mo in some months, man.
It's been a while.
Hit me up, DeMarcus, bro. Hit me up, man.
All right. Patience 14.5. All right.
I'm disappointed Zeke didn't have this much love when he was a Cowboy, man. When he was a Cowboy, niggas don't give a damn about Zeke. Now he just switched jersey. Hey, 110, 80, 100.
Hey, Zeke gonna remember his last play as a Cowboy. He gonna try to kill some shit, man. Watch.
Man.
Oh, somebody tell the story.
Oh, here we go. Here we go with the cap.
All right, the battle of somebody trash got to win.
Wow.
What the Broncos?
I'm taking Broncos, man. Broncos.
I'm going Denver as well. Chicago just sucks. Give me Denver.
Hey, I'm going with Chicago. They're gonna shock the world. Well, at least shot some people, not the world.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but Russell looks so bad. I gotta go with Chicago.
He looked worse than Justin. He can't look worse than Justin.
I mean, we know what Justin was coming into. We know what Justin is.
He can't be worse than Justin.
Justin got more. Listen. Justin has more excuses than Russ. Is the way I look at it. So in my eyes, that's what makes Russell worse.
Yeah.
Russ got better players over there, supposedly better coaching.
Yeah.
He's been a Super Bowl winning, MVP caliber quarterback, and you look like that.
Damn. Yeah, this possibly could be Russell last year as a starter in the NFL, man. Sad to say it.
I don't think he'll make it this season. I think they're gonna fire everybody and start over. Just reset.
Man.
This is the game I meant to put on before. Who making this comment?
You had the Eagles and Bucks home, which was last week.
This one I meant to put 2-1 Bucks at the 2-1 Saints.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Give me this. Is Derek Carr still hurt?
Yep.
Is he gonna play?
Yeah, I don't think. We gotta ask resident Saints fan. What do you think? What's happening?
He said Carr still hurt.
All right, so yeah, I'm rolling with the Saints. I believe in James. I always been saying he should have been a starter.
I'm gonna go to Saints. They got a defense. I think Baker Mayfield gonna struggle against that defense. Give me the Saints.
Shake and bake, baby. Baker Mayfield, man. I'm riding with Baker.
I watched that Eagles Bucks game. I ain't impressed with the Bucks, so I'm gonna go with the Saints. And I see some digression from Mike Evans, man. He was literally dropping balls that was hitting him in the hands. Like, pause that. That should sound wild. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody's even thinking about that. He talking about
But yeah, man, he's just dropping passes, man. And I'm just like, I don't know, bro. They don't look that good. And the running back don't look like he got much. Mike Evans.
Oh,
dropping passes out there.
He had a monster game last week.
I mean, they threw it to him 15 times. You're supposed to have something. But he's missing. He's missing the basic.
We have to monitor these comments, man. Man,
so ready stick out the helmet just a little bit.
Hey, y'all going in, man.
Man, everybody pick. I'm looking at these comments, man.
Yeah, shake and bake, man.
You going with Baker?
Oh yeah, I'm right with Baker, man.
I ain't.
Trill, you got the.
Everybody picked the Saints,
except for you.
Yeah.
Bro, T, did you come in here to look at everybody, bro? Pause, bro.
That weird.
Y'all need to cut. I'm rough. I'm wolfing right now.
Man.
Damn.
You got one sports comment.
Right. Is there any way we could?
Let me see how you look. Like, come on, fam.
Is there any way we could post video from T Vegas trip, please?
Hey, T, you out of line, man. Don't make us go pull up your.
Make us go pull up your.
Oh, not Maxine Shaw. Oh man. All right, man. That's it. We gonna leave it on that note, man. Yeah. Good chance. We'll be back here next Wednesday, back on time.
Yes, sir.
Man, we're gonna try to get some people in here. We had Zoe pop in last week, man. We gotta get D Morris in here, man, because you got
Yeah, get the Moors.
I tried to hit him up, but Demo, you still got that prepaid phone, bro? You operating off that prepaid phone? What you got on there, man?
Thanks, Beans, with the sports comments. Shout out to Beans, man. All right, so the next time, same time next week, man, with our week 4 reaction, week 5 predictions. All right, man. Shout out to everybody who joined us tonight. You know, yeah, there's his background. Everybody wants to see his background. The empty fish tank with no fish.
It's not a fish tank, it's a glass. That's a drinking glass, man.
Glass, boy.
Damn.
All right, man. We out, man.